Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the tangle Pufanflower by YuRu Chen. Now, if you're following daily, I saw this tangle not looking at who the creator was. And not that it matters that I do two in a row from the same person, but this one caught my eye as well. I was like, oh, I'll do that one tomorrow. And didn't look at the person. I like to mix it up a little bit, but this was just too cute. So um, similar. So if you did see yesterday's, um, it starts off a little bit similar, and I like to assume that maybe you haven't. So that's where I'm gonna I'm gonna go from that. All right. So starts off with I'm gonna go a little bit taller today. Starts off with an orb. I'm kind of drawn that a bit big, but that's okay. Then two lines going down from that orb, creating a stem. Then now the next two steps are kind of utilizing the hollowbow technique in that we're going to draw a bigger orb to one side, but it's good, part of it's going to be behind that first orb that we drew. So I'm just going to start here and, draw an orb like so. And then the next one is going to be a little bit, bigger. As I just mark the page. Let's see if I can get this one right over. Yeah. No such thing as a mistake. If you accidentally draw on your page, then just aim to cover it somehow. All right. And then we shall decorate. Now, the way that YuRu has done this is, and I just thought it looked really, really neat. It's just straight lines. And take a look at I'm just going to start here. The For More Inspiration link to see YuRu's work, and in the step out, as well as the samples. Now, what is interesting, and I've kind of mishmashed it here a little bit, is that it didn't seem to necessarily radiate from the orb. They were just straight lines, period. And you know what? Any of this, if you do like I do and you get a little sloppy, when you're doing something like this where, straight lines going into an orb, you can just trace over it and it's all fine. So straight lines, or straight-ish lines, going one direction, and then on the other one, we're going to kind of go the other direction. And it was just, as I was looking at it, it's kind of a combination of, because I could see where you're radiating around this, and so you're starting here, and so they're a little bit wider at the top. But it was a little bit of a combination of that and just putting straight lines in, uh, going a different direction. So you take a look, and if you want to put in the comments your interpretation. And the thing is that this is Zentangle. There's no such thing as a mistake. Uh, and also, you do you, and that's it. Except for some shading. Okay. And the best way that I found it for shading this is, well, first, I mean, we could go all the way around this, but let me do this first. So this is tucking behind here. So first and foremost, well, I must, because I just feel compelled to put some shading right in there. Oops, and let's make that a little nicer. Like I said, I'm gonna take it around that outside. Dim this a tad. Sometimes the light's just too bright, and then you just don't get that contrast. Let's see. Yeah, and I think yep. Just gonna put some right here as well. I was not completely keen on that. I mean, I am, but at the same time, it just feels it was feeling like something was missing, and that was it. So let's do around this side more on purpose. And see, because it was like, yes, that looked like it was tucked, but it was just something wasn't right in my mind, and that helped. That really helped. And then two, you have, of course, options for this. And I think on this one, the center, that first orb that we started with, I think I'm going to do this on, we're going to fill this one in. But, ooh, let's see. It's big enough. Oh, let's see if I can do this. So I'm going to make like a crescent shape on one side and a, well, I better fill it in with this too. And try not to go over that. And, if I don't like this, so I'm trying to build the shine in with the pen and leaving these gaps. So I will pre-do them. Usually, I just do this part. But sometimes it's nice to have a little something on the opposite side, especially if the orb is big. And when I look at the camera, I love it. Okay, and then that's it. And this, I could make this a little bit smaller, maybe. And that's why I try to make them bigger than I think. Yeah, yeah. Cool. Ah, neat, neat, neat. And of course, this just like the one yesterday, which was oh my goodness, I'll lose my head. Flies way. So I mean, if you want to have we can make either have them go straight. You could have them grow. And usually when I do something like this, I usually start with the stem and then do the orb. That should have been a little bit thinner. We can do this one a little thinner. And then let's see if I make this. Oops, nope. We're going from here. And I'm going to go behind that using the hollow bow, right? There we go. And if you just think orbs, that seems to help. And it's just really, really neat. Really, really neat. What a cute idea. And, it helps having these go different directions. Yeah, you know what? And I'm going to make these two a little bit, make the lines a little further apart. Because looking back really quick at YuRu's step out, they were a little farther apart. Oh, you know what? While I'm here, get a similar direction going. And it's up to your creativity. How do you want it to look? All of that kind of thing. Where the thing of Zentangle is that I don't know if I care about that one that well. The thing about Zentangle is that it's not about replicating the tangle as much as we get the concept, we get the idea, and if you do things too different, then it's not necessarily the same tangle then, right? So I think we honor it, but you can decorate things how you wish. And again, so we're going to put graphite around the outside. And let's see. Well, and on this one, you didn't do a whole lot of samples, but just there were some really, really cute ones. And even having kind of the stem kind of grow out, kind of like the Tangle Hollis from Zentangle, and kind of creating a viney look, and that is kind of neat. And then adding some I'll add some orbs in. Yeah, adding extra orbs in and things like that. But this is what's so fun again about Zentangle is you bring your creativity, or like in my case, I'll find some creativity somewhere. And actually, I think these ones. Well, I'm gonna thicken that just because I was a little sloppy. But maybe on these two, we'll just put some graphite. Ooh, we can put some graphite right up in here too, and even on this. So sometimes I like to do just a little C type shape here. Sorry. Pull in the tile to where well, not even where it's comfortable for me. Just it started gravitating. It's like, wait, are you still in the picture? No. Well, it was sort of. It was just on the edge. Ah, so look at how cute that is. Oh my gosh. And then, like I said, you could add some orbs. however you want. And then, of course, you could add a little, add a little graphite to them. I'm just going to use what's left on my tortillon, just kind of on one side of them. Just for a little something. Yes. Anyway. Super cute. Super cute. And it goes with the last one. So I was just like, oh, it's perfect. It's a matching pair. Nice to add to the organic category. Organic or naturey or flowery category. A lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, would love to have a thumbs up. Feel free to share it. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. Of course, that is free. If you're interested in taking classes or just tangling with other people live online, I do classes almost twice a week. I have a lot that are free, and I have some that are paid, and the paid ones are, of course, so that way it keeps me able to do things for free. and I appreciate those that take those classes, and especially those that are part of the membership club. So I have a subscription club. Information is on my website if you think you might be interested in something like that. Would love to have you, but join us for a free session on Thursday Tangle time, and just see if you like my brand of Zentangle. We'll say. So, all right. With that, again, check out the links in the description section, and thanks so much for watching. And I wish you happy tangling.